We're with David, excuse me, David Black. David Black is a criminal defense attorney in Phoenix, Arizona. He's agreed to answer online questions that were posted. If you have any questions for David, you can also post them in the comments section below. With that said, David, the question that was posted was, how do you find the best criminal lawyer?
Ryan, that's a wonderful question, and I'll tell you a little story that has helped me understand what you, the viewer, must be going through if you are looking to find a criminal lawyer. I bought a house a couple of years ago and needed to put a new roof in. I had no idea what to do. All I had experience with was hearing horror stories of people being taken advantage of either having shoddy work done or paying too much money or both. And so I was afraid. In that circumstance, what I did is I hired an independent guy to take a look at the roof, tell me if I needed one or not. Somebody disconnected with the actual purchasing of the roof. In fact, I needed one. And then I shopped for another person. I say that because I empathize with my clients, with potential clients. They're scared, they don't want to be taken advantage of. And hopefully I can give a few points that might address what somebody should look for and how to go about finding a good criminal defense attorney. The first thing you'd like to do is assess your need. If you're charged with a federal white-collar crime, you're not going to hire a DUI attorney. If you're charged with a felony DUI, you're not going to hire a family attorney. So make sure you know what you're looking for. Now, for example, my practice handles quite a number of DUIs. We also handle some major felonies. There are some things we don't do. We generally don't handle sex cases. That's something that you certainly would not want us to do, and frankly, we don't do those. In terms of where to look, suggestion would be, obviously you're watching this here on the internet. It's pretty much where everybody goes first. It's why we do these videos. We know that you're out there looking for information, but what kind of information should you look for? There are a lot of rating services for attorneys. Some of them are more legitimate than others. The services that I recommend, and obviously these are services that and excuse the phone, but that'll stop in 1 second. Services that I'm listed on are those owned by FindLaw, Thomson Reuters, and West Publishing. West Publishing, I believe, is the house that does whether somebody is AV rated, BV rated, or CV rated, highest, middle, and a little bit lower than that. And our practice obviously is AV rated. You can see right behind us there. There's also a website called Super Lawyers. I really like this website. It was frankly something that I was very proud of when I became listed as a rising star in Arizona. They don't simply sell you listings. You have to be nominated by somebody else. They do all the review process, and it's quite difficult to get nominated. So that's something that I'm proud of, and I would encourage you to go to that website to find a lawyer that you may be looking at. Avo is a great source. It's a great source of client reviews, but we as business owners can manipulate Avo a little bit more easily than some of the other listing services. So whereas I have no input on whether or not I get listed to Super Lawyers, and I have minimal input on whether or not I get listed to the AV rating status, I do have some input. I can tell Avo to put that I have done X, Y, and Z. So you want to be careful with that. The next thing you want to do once you find an attorney, and obviously referrals are a great source of lawyers too. I'm focusing on the internet aspect because that's where you're watching this. But once you've got a lawyer or a list of lawyers, call them, find out if you're comfortable speaking to them over the phone. And if you are, meet with them, sit down and talk to them. If you're comfortable with your lawyer, if they seem genuine, if they seem honest, they seem intelligent, and like they're going to do their best for you, I mean, that's a good lawyer, and they're going to appear that way to the prosecution and most likely appear that way to the judiciary as well. And those are obviously important things when you're charged with an offense and you're looking for somebody to represent you in court. Ryan, if the individual you meet with, the attorney, is uncomfortable and gives you a bad feeling, A, it's going to be a bad relationship maybe, and B, more importantly, they probably make other people uncomfortable, and they're probably going to have a hard time negotiating or doing a jury trial for you. Finally, you want to consider costs. Our firm is certainly not a large mill firm. Our costs are sometimes a little bit higher, certainly not the highest, but you want to find out what you want, what you're willing to forego financially, what you get in return for that. So Ryan, I would suggest if you're doing internet research and looking for a lawyer, you identify the type of lawyer that you'd like, you identify how the lawyer is reviewed by his or her peers, you interview that lawyer telephonically, and finally make an appointment with that lawyer. I hope that helps, Ryan.
Yeah, actually, I think that was some great information. Hope this helped for you watching. Again, if you have some questions for David, all you need to do is post them in the comments section below. Also, obviously, if you have a more, I'll say, important situation you want to speak to an attorney right away, just give this office a call. Thanks for your time, David.
Ryan, thank you. And we can be reached directly at 480-280-8028. I know you wanted us to be able to put that number up on the screen for the viewers. We were unable to, but it's 480-280-8028. Thank you, Ryan.